The future isn't ahead, it's remembered. You felt this, that sense of déjà vu, the knowing before the happening. It's not a premonition, but a playback. Your brain, your very being, doesn't distinguish between a memory of the past and a memory of what's to come. This isn't just about wishing. It's about how your deepest perception forms a blueprint. Every experience you've had, every outcome you've encountered, has already been processed by a part of you that transcends linear time. It's why some desires feel heavy, like retrieving something rather than creating it. The struggle comes when the remembered future clashes with the present moment's perceived limitations. This internal conflict creates a friction, a vibrational stutter that keeps the desired reality just out of sync. It's like trying to play a record that's already playing on a different loop. Your sense of effort, of pushing against a current, is often just your conscious mind trying to force an outcome that your deeper self already knows or still knows differently. The true shift begins not with creation, but with retrieval. And before we dive deeper, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. These revelations aren't random, and if this video found you, it was meant to. Now let's begin. Your observer is not a creator in the traditional sense, but a frequency key. You are not building reality brick by brick. Instead, your consciousness acts like a tuning fork, selecting which version of an infinite parallel reality resonates with your dominant frequency. Think of it, you're not generating the music, you're merely selecting the station. The stations already exist, fully formed, playing their own unique symphony of events and outcomes. Your emotional state, your core beliefs, they calibrate this tuner. When you struggle, when manifestation feels elusive, it's not because you are trying hard enough. It's because your emotional frequency is out of alignment, tuning into static or a different station entirely. The desired reality is always playing, just not always on your channel. This isn't about power struggles, it's about precision. The universe doesn't grant wishes, it reflects frequencies. And the more precisely you tune yourself, the clearer the signal becomes. This brings us to another critical mechanism, how memory functions not just as a record of the past, but as a dynamic force shaping your forward-facing perception. Memory isn't just about what happened yesterday. It's a vast information field, constantly updating, constantly projecting. Your brain, in its incredible complexity, uses memory to predict the immediate future, filling in sensory gaps, guiding your actions before you're even consciously aware. This predictive power of memory isn't just about avoiding a falling object. It's about creating the very framework for future experiences. If your internal memories are locked into patterns of lack or struggle, your brain will dutifully project those patterns onto the unfolding moments. Each thought, each feeling, reinforces a specific memory trace, and those traces, like well-worn paths, become the default routes for perception. You're not just remembering the past, you're remembering a preferred future or an avoided one. This isn't a passive process. Your memories are active agents, sculpting the probabilities around you. But what if those memories of the future are distorted, filtered through old wounds and limiting beliefs? This leads us directly into the concept of timeline slots, filters, and RAS mechanics, which dictate what you can and cannot perceive. Reality isn't a single, continuous stream. It's more like a series of distinct timeline slots, each vibrating at a slightly different frequency, each containing a complete, coherent version of your life. Your conscious mind experiences them as seamless, but your subconscious navigates between them. The reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain acts as a powerful filter, a gatekeeper guarding these slots. It ensures you only perceive what aligns with your dominant beliefs and expectations, effectively blocking out any information or experience from a misaligned timeline. If you believe deeply in scarcity, your RAS filters out abundance, literally making it invisible to you. You are in a different timeline slot, where scarcity is the operating rule. It's not that abundance isn't there. It's that your internal machinery prevents you from receiving its signal. This filtration system is so efficient that it can make an entire reality disappear from your perception simply by deeming it irrelevant or impossible. But what happens when your identity itself becomes a filter, an invisible gravity pulling you back to old slots? This is the insidious power of identity inertia. Identity inertia is the invisible gravity holding you back. It's the deep-seated resistance to change, not from external forces, but from the very core of who you believe yourself to be. Your identity is a colossal anchor, determining which timeline slots you predominantly inhabit. If your identity is rooted in struggle, in being the person who always has bad luck or never gets ahead, then that identity will persistently pull you back to timelines that validate those self-perceptions. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but the prophecy is written in your deepest sense of self. This isn't a moral failing. It's a fundamental mechanism of preservation. Your identity wants to maintain coherence, even if that coherence traps you in unwanted patterns. The mind prefers a consistent reality, even if it's an unpleasant one, over the chaos of self-reinvention. The discomfort you feel when trying to step into a new reality isn't external resistance. It's the internal tug of identity inertia. It's the old self fighting to maintain its version of continuity. This internal struggle is amplified by the fact that the observer effect isn't optional, it's always on. The observer effect isn't some esoteric quantum phenomenon reserved for physicists in labs. It's the inescapable, always-on mechanism of your reality. Everything you perceive, everything you experience, is directly influenced by the act of your observing it. There is no neutral, objective reality waiting outside your perception. When you observe a problem, your observation doesn't just reveal the problem, it solidifies it. Your sustained attention to lack, to limitation, to a specific unwanted outcome, brings that outcome into sharper focus, manifesting it more concretely in your immediate reality. Your gaze is not passive. This isn't about judgment. It's about energetic resonance. Your observation acts as a projector beam, illuminating and strengthening the reality parallel to your attention. Think of it as placing your finger on a specific string of a guitar. That string then vibrates with your touch. So when you continuously dwell on what you don't want, you are actively, albeit unconsciously, observing and thus reinforcing its existence within your perceived reality. This constant, unmanaged observation is precisely why most manifestation efforts ultimately fail. Most manifestations fail not because the desired reality doesn't exist, but because of projection without receiver shift. People project their desires outward like a desperate broadcast, but their internal receiver remains tuned to the old frequency, the old self. They visualize abundance, but their core identity still vibrates with scarcity. They affirm health, yet their subconscious filters are still playing the sick person memory loop. This mismatch creates dissonance, a signal that can't quite land, a prayer that feels unheard. It's like trying to call someone on a broken phone. The intention is there, the number is dialed, but the connection never forms. The receiver, your internal belief system and emotional state, must be able to resonate with the projected desire. Without synchronizing your internal state with the desired outcome, your projections become mere fantasies, wishes scattered to the wind. The universe doesn't respond to mere wants, it responds to congruence. This incongruence is often rooted in powerful emotional anchors acting as timeline locks. Emotional anchors are not just feelings, they are powerful timeline locks. They are deeply imprinted emotional states tied to specific past events or beliefs, unconsciously dragging you back to the parallel realities where those emotions are dominant. A past heartbreak might anchor you to timelines of loneliness. A previous financial struggle might anchor you to realities of scarcity. These anchors are like energetic cables, tethering your current experience to a specific frequency, preventing you from drifting into more desired timelines. These anchors operate below conscious awareness, subtly influencing your choices, your reactions, and your general outlook. They create a loop, continually pulling you back to emotional landscapes that feel familiar, even if they are painful or limiting. To shift timelines, these anchors must be acknowledged, understood, and then consciously released. Otherwise, they continue to function as invisible magnets, ensuring that your reality stays within the confines of their energetic pull. And sometimes, reality itself offers signals that these anchors are in play through symbols, numbers, and glitches. Symbols, numbers, and glitches are not random occurrences. They are cracks in the memory field, signals that your current timeline is under stress or that a shift is imminent. These are the subtle language of the subconscious, attempting to communicate with your conscious mind. A repeating number sequence, a meaningful symbol appearing repeatedly, or strange synchronicities that defy logic. These are not coincidences. They are instances where the coherence of your perceived reality momentarily falters, allowing glimpses of underlying patterns or alternative possibilities to shine through. These glitches are like momentary tears in the fabric of your perceived present, revealing the hidden machinery of your future memory or conflicting timeline slots. They are warning signs or invitations, urging you to pay closer attention to the narrative your deep mind is constructing. Ignoring these signals is to miss crucial navigational cues. They are whispers from other timelines or echoes from a remembered future that is struggling to break through the inertia of your present moment. This struggle is most evident in the phenomenon of reality lag. Reality lag is why the old self keeps appearing, even after you've consciously committed to a new identity. It's the inherent delay between your internal shift in frequency and the full manifestation of that shift in your external world. The old reality, like an echo, lingers. Think of it as the ripples after a stone is dropped into water. Even after the stone is gone, the ripples continue to spread. Your old emotional anchors, established beliefs, and identity inertia create these residual ripples, prolonging the experience of the outdated reality. This lag can be incredibly frustrating, making you doubt the effectiveness of your efforts. But it's not a sign of failure, it's a natural consequence of the profound inertia of existence. The universe, in its wisdom, doesn't instantly snap to attention with every fleeting whim. Understanding reality lag prevents discouragement. It allows you to maintain your new frequency even when the old world is still knocking, knowing it's just the clearing of the old signal. The key is to act from the remembered future, even when it feels like a micro-experiment. The micro-experiment is about acting as if the remembered future is already here, even in small, seemingly insignificant ways. It's not about grand gestures immediately, but about subtle shifts in your daily choices, your emotional responses, and your internal dialogue. If your future self is abundant, how would they respond to a bill in the mail? If your future self is healthy, what kind of food would they choose right now? These micro-experiments are powerful because they begin to rewrite the unconscious programming and recalibrate your frequency. Each small act, each choice aligned with your desired future, sends a powerful signal back to the universe, reinforcing the new timeline. It's like planting tiny seeds of your preferred reality, allowing them to take root and eventually blossom. This isn't about faking it until you make it. It's about actively inhabiting the energetic signature of your desired self, moment by moment. And the most profound micro-experiment, often the most difficult, involves the command of letting go. Letting go is not passive, it's a collapse command. It's an active, deliberate release of your grip on the how, the when, and the form of your desire. It's the ultimate act of trust in the underlying quantum field, allowing the remembered future to rush in and occupy the space you've created. When you cling to an outcome, you're creating resistance, a vibrational knot that prevents the flow. Letting go severs this knot, dissolving the energetic tension and opening the channels for the desired reality to manifest with ease. It's not giving up, it's surrendering control to a higher order. This command is challenging because it often involves letting go of the old identity that felt responsible for making things happen. It requires trust in the unseen, a willingness to step into the void before the new reality fully solidifies. The act of letting go collapses the old patterns, making space for the new. It's the final signal that you are truly ready to receive. This isn't random. This video itself is a memory signal, not an accident. This video is a memory signal, not an accident. The fact that you are watching this, resonating with these concepts, isn't coincidental. It's a powerful indication that a part of you already remembers these truths, that these ideas are already active within your consciousness. This isn't new information you're learning. It's old wisdom you're remembering. Your higher self, your deepest observer, has presented this signal to you now because you are ready for this specific phase of collapse and expansion. It's an activation, a nudge from the quantum field itself, guiding you back to an understanding of your own power to sculpt reality. The echoes you feel, the sense of recognition, these are not random neural firings. They are confirmations. This is not just information. It's a vibrational blueprint designed to awaken what you already know but may have forgotten. This video is a tool, a memory trigger, designed to help you consciously navigate the next steps of your timeline shift. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you in the next one.